Recently on Twitter, a bounty was posted for the first level of Spyro the Dragon, Sunny Flight, to see who could complete the level the fastest. And if you can get faster than the world record, a low 106, and break the 105 barrier, then anybody who can do it will receive $105 in their pocket. Who's putting up such an outrageous bounty? And what the hell even is a bounty anyways? Well, think back to the wild, wild west when you wanted someone dead so you could take their money and their wife and their horse. You'd put up a piece of tattered paper with an awkward artist description of their face, and every outlaw in the land would know to take them down. Well, it's the modern day, and instead of hunting down a drunken has-beens, we're hunting down has-been world records in speedrunning, and god damn it, we are going to change Sunny Flight world record history. If you guys don't do it, I think I will. I'm gonna go for this 115. I'm gonna try to get this $105. Speedrunning and money, those are two things that don't really go together very well, so it's kind of cool to have a little bit of motivation to try to get an individual level world record. And let me go into a little detail of what it's gonna pertain. You see, flight levels in Spyro 1 are different than the other levels in the game. You see, when you go into a flight level, you are greeted with a timer and endless flight ability that counts down until you collect all of the enemies and treasure, at which point the level's completed and it shows your best time. But when you choose to restart the level, well, the timer then starts from 0 and counts upward, so it's a time attack to see how quickly you can beat the level at that point. It's really interesting because there's no other levels in the game that have an in-game timer, making the flight levels the only speedrun viable individual levels that you'll see on the leaderboards. These levels were definitely made by the developers with the intent of speedrunning, and it is unlike any sort of speedruns that you see of the full game, which wasn't really designed in that same light. So I'm saying let's go for this Sunny Flight record, let's go for this bounty, and let's try to change history the way Ted Price and Stuart Copeland and Todd Howard would have wanted for us. Let's get the best 105 that's ever been seen in Sunny Flight history. I already grinded it out for a couple hours on stream earlier today, and I gotta say it's not going to be easy, and it is very likely that I will not achieve it without many dozens of hours, but I'm planning on, after my runs for the day, at least for this month, or at least for the next week or two, giving it a shot and seeing how far I get. Do you think I'm gonna be able to get the 105 and claim this $105 bounty? Or do you think maybe I should just stick to 120 and that it might be dipping my feet a little too hard? For reference, the current world record holder Ash, who put up the bounty, by the way, be sure to follow them down below, an amazing any percent speedrunner in their own right, has basically put in 500 hours into Sunny Flight ILs alone. And when you put that into context, that's thousands and thousands of attempts of the level to try to really perfect every little glide and turn and dive and dip. The mechanics of Sunny Flight are insane because in normal speedruns, you're just trying to go straight towards each object without flopping or making any mistakes. There's more emphasis put on consistency, at least in my runs, but in these ILs, they're fast-paced. You're dive bombing to ensure highest momentum, but while still maintaining good racing lines. You're coming at enemies from underneath like a freaking fighter jet B-12, barely hitting with the side of a flame, and then coming down from underneath and ooh, barely dodging the flop. It's pretty exciting movement, and if you haven't checked out the Sunny Flight world record already, I'll have it linked down below as well as Ash's channel. And once again, do you think that we can beat Ash's legendary Sunny Flight record and claim the bounty with a 105? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned and figure out. Either way, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and thanks for staying tuned into all things Spyro and speedrunning. Maybe you'll be the one to take this bounty. We'll see.